This is the last scheduled race before lunch. It's actually the penultimate race. We've got a rescheduled race coming up in a minute. First of all, let's watch the Princess Royal Harding on the Berkshire station. Spoors of New Zealand on the Buck station. And away they go. This is such a grueling race. In a small boat, in a single, long course. Challenging conditions. Swirling winds, we reckon. And off they go past Temple Island.
Yeah, as they go out and down the island at the moment. It's a bit calmer because of the island, you know, there's some big trees on it, so it gives you that shelter. And actually, from that angle, it looks like the course, you know, is less swirly and poppy than it was earlier on today.
I was just watching Lucy Spoors and her steering, which she seemed to sort out in the nick of time. I think the umpire might have been going to flag had that continued much more, but Lucy Spoors there in the foreground, looking powerful and strong.
Yeah, there's not much between them, you know, I hope to see this for the rest of the race. Like how both scullers are sculling, not missing much around the front end of the stroke. You know, that's what I said in the earlier races. Very smooth and horizontal. With the power drive, yeah, looking good. But this is a really good race. Well done, Harding.
Yeah, because Lucy Spoors on paper is a far more experienced athlete. She's 31 years old now. Olympic silver in the 8 in Tokyo in 2020 for the New Zealander, and here she is now edging it, but not by much from Molly Harding.
No, and you know, look, I mean. I think if I was New Zealand right now, I think I've got a marginal lead. But this is where you have to really focus on your own boat. I know I said that earlier today. This is where you've got to focus and not think about the opposition.
So you're playing your own game rather than getting distracted by what the opposition might be throwing at you.
Absolutely. And we do so much of our training on our own, or you know, with our crewmates. So
well, particularly in this event, it's a lonely old game, isn't it? So they're used to keeping in the now and keeping in their own little bubble, and that's what we see from Lucy Spoors, who's just produced a move there in front of Remenham Club that might be enough to see off Molly Harding. Wolseley Boat Club World Under-23 gold medalist in a quad. Molly Harding, 13th at the senior trials this year. She had a few problems with a knee injury. She's got a few problems on the water now, trying to keep pace with Lucy Spoors, who's really hit the accelerator in the last couple of 100 metres.
Yeah, I really like the way she's sculling. Nice and smooth, not picking up much of the catch in the shoulders. Just a long, consistent leg drive. Moving very well. And
she'll be the beneficiary of being surrounded by a terrific programme, a terrific squad of athletes. You look on her CV, she was part of the New Zealand women's double with Emma Twigg. She won silver in the 8, as I mentioned, at the Tokyo Olympics. So she's a hugely experienced athlete, and she's dealt with that really well, hasn't she, in that mid-race section, just that burst to try and see off the threat of the Wolseley sculler there. It was great work.
I mean, to be honest, I think they're both sculling very well. The Wolseley, Wolseley sculler from start to finish has put the pressure on and managed to kind of I guess find.
She's 24 years old now, Molly Harding, and as Alex says, she's matched the more experienced New Zealander. In the sunshine now, we've had all the weather thrown at us. We're having a debate about whether it was really a swirling wind or an inconsistent wind. That debate's going to run and run.
Yeah.
And we've seen pouring rain, which has caused problems for those trying to grip the handle of the oars. That was up at Temple Island a little while ago. The umpires were all wrapped up, huddled up in that launch that you can see behind the boats. And now it's bright sunshine in the penultimate race before lunch. This is terrific conditions now, isn't it? Nice and cool as well, just a gentle breeze.
Yeah, these are the perfect conditions, you know, for Henley. If it's like this, you know, light breeze, a little bit overcast, so the temperatures aren't you know, too high, and
there's no way you could have predicted this, though, could you? I mean, a turnaround in the conditions in the last, we've had everything in 1 hour, haven't we? So if you're going out on the water, having to face these different conditions, it's pretty difficult to anticipate what's going to be thrown at you. But they've done all right here.
Yeah, and you can see the Molesey sculler there. You know, on the Berkshire station, he's got a very good line. Potentially can you know, hold on here a little bit longer by hugging those booms. Very tight line, and make the interest that she needs to kind of get back into the race, but you know, potentially not.
Lucy Spoors then through to the semi-finals, providing nothing untoward happens in the last 100 yards. It doesn't look like it will, but great effort, good shift from Molly Harding. He's made it a race, stayed in touch, competed.
Yeah, these you know, the Kiwi athletes here, you know, they're tough. You know, they're very tough athletes, and it's great to have them here.
Yeah, they've got that toughness, definitely their experience. They know what success is about and how to get it. And Lucy Spoors there for New Zealand into the semi-final of the Princess Royal Challenge Cup.